Tens of thousands of people from the Horn of Africa risk their lives to escape conflict, poverty and recurrent drought by undertaking a dangerous journey to the neighboring countries to seek refuge, with few reaching their destinations. A report released by UNHCR says that forced taxation and forced military recruitments are some of the major reasons for these movements.
Asking families to give up the little wealth they have, particularly goat, sheep, cattle or camel, and obviously that families are not willing to do because it represents all the capital that they possess.
As this occurs, gender-based violence has been reported to being exacerbated by the fact that the refugees live in areas where they are minorities. And the majority clans, the youth in particular, feel that they can do it with impunity.
Because they are protected by the majority clan. And the internally displaced people, being a minority, they have no recourse against the majority clan. So this is a very difficult situation. It has a cultural element, but it also has an element of power relations.
But even with the positive feedbacks that we get through joint forces of TFG, KDF and AMISOM, who have been able to infiltrate and liberate some towns from the Al-Shabaab, cases of insecurity still continue to rise as they have reverted to an asymmetrical warfare.
Meaning hit and run attacks to harass what they still consider their enemy. They can penetrate, infiltrate a bigger perimeter to defend, which makes it more difficult. Militants continue to lurk in the countryside, and to the extent that this is an invisible enemy, they continue to be able to harass and undertake suicide attacks.
Even with the intervention by the international humanitarian organizations, Bruno admits that they can only make efforts, but there is not much that they can do.
To the extent that the recruitment takes place in areas where we don't have access, there is not much we can do. But when there have been instances where these boys have been able to escape, and in that case we come in big time. We try to help by giving the internally displaced people a chance to have recourse to the formal justice system. We train the police, we equip the police stations, we furnish them, and we rehabilitate them near the locations where displaced people live, so that the displaced people who have been affected by gender-based violence, and particularly rape, could report to the police, and the police could open a case and follow up.
He emphasizes that as long as this will continue to go on, then Kenya will no doubt continue to face the security threats.
As the situation in Somalia may be gradually, very, very slowly stabilizing, as more and more towns are taken from the militants are on their back foot, they may feel the need to compensate for losing territory inside Somalia by undertaking a spectacular terrorist attack in a neighboring country. So personally, I think that there is still a very high risk, and that we have to remain very vigilant of that.
Violet Makendo, GBS News.